What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do here on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. New week, new goals, new opportunities. Money making Monday, man. Yesterday we did drop our NBA player of the day. I had the Celtics. I thought they would take the Pelicans behind the woodshed. Celtics, man, they've won games, but by margin, ATS standpoint, they just haven't gotten it done. Still, decent night for us in the NBA. We hit that Pacers outright money line. Shout out Indiana. Watch out for them boys. I keep telling y'all, watch out for them Pacers, man. Them boys is back. My Mavs did lose and not cover. I know a lot of y'all were upset with that one. But overall, I thought it was a solid night for us. Looking to keep some of that momentum rolling forward into a new week. You know what I mean? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books. Money making Monday, man. Let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game up. We're in Washington. We're the Wizards. 13.5-point home dogs with the Minnesota Timberwolves rolling in. This is a game I'm not in love with. I'm just be real. I would lean towards Minnesota landing 13.5. Y'all know my thoughts on Minnesota. They're the house of disappointment. I mainly hate laying extended numbers with Minnesota. Definitely at home. On the road, I could lean towards them a little more than I can at home. And the Wizards, we know what's up with them, man. We continue to say they're boom or bust. They're either going to win the game outright or they're getting taken behind the woodshed. They got taken behind the shed last night by the Oklahoma City Thunder buddies on a back end of a back-to-back. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota came here and did the exact same thing. So it's a big number to lay with the Timberwolves on the road. I get that. But I'm definitely not on Washington, and I really don't see Washington winning this game outright. So I'll just take Minnesota, lean in that direction. Don't know if I personally get to the window with it, though. We'll keep it rolling. We head over to Detroit, where the Pistons are 7.5-point road dogs in the Garden, Madison Square Garden. The Knicks land the points in this one. Knicks got a nice win yesterday as they beat up on the Milwaukee Bucks. I thought it was a good spot for them in that one. They took the boys behind the shed. I told y'all, overrated and overvalued teams win in big games sometimes to justify why they're overrated and overvalued. And that's who the Knicks are. The Knicks are going to win some games. I've never come on here and said the Knicks are a bad team. I've never said that. I just said there's a New York tax applied to that team, and a lot of people think they're better than they think they are. Shout out the Knicks, though. In certain spots, they will win. And yesterday, they played an even more overrated and overvalued team in Milwaukee. Shout out the Knicks, man. Shout out the Knicks. Today, it's a tough game. Facing them Detroit Pistons, who have been playing well recently. Detroit has the rest advantage in this one. They beat up on the Raptors at home in that last one. We look at how these two teams have matched up this season. The Knicks won the first one in blowout fashion in Detroit back in November, 128-98. And then the Pistons won the most recent meeting in the Garden, 121-11, back in these early part of December. In this one, I'm leaning towards Detroit plus the points. I don't necessarily want to lay points with the Knicks in this spot on the back end of a back-to-back with the rest disadvantage. They are the better basketball team. I do think they win the game, but I think this game is going to be fairly close in the end. I think the Knicks probably win the game by like 4 or 5 points. That's how I see this one shaping out. I think Detroit competes. I think Detroit is playing good basketball. I like what I'm seeing from Kay Cunningham. I like what I'm seeing from Tim Hardaway Jr. They got some veterans over there like Tobias Harris to kind of aid those young guys. I know it's crazy. The Pistons, as bad as they were last year, right now have a winning record, 20-19. Knicks win the game. Pistons cover. That's how I see this one playing out. We keep it rolling. We head over to Toronto, where the Raptors, 5.5-point home dogs with the Golden State Warriors rolling in. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Warriors. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. This team is continuing to free fall. Last game they played, we just seen them get beat up by the Indiana Pacers out on the road. Pacers beat them 108-96. Warriors probably win the game. I say probably. I'm on the Raptors plus the points. I trust the Raptors as a home dog. On the road, no, not really. But at home, I can trust the Raptors. This is where they play their better basketball. And it's mainly a fade of the Warriors than it is a play on the Raptors. I know what I'm getting from Toronto. Toronto's going to come in here. They're going to play hard. In most games, they just have a talent deficit. And they have a talent deficit in this one. The Warriors are the better team. But the Warriors, A, seem to kind of be going through the motions. And B, I don't know if they want to beat the Raptors by margin. You kind of feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm on Toronto. They've been a solid ATS team, as you see on your screen. Money-making Raptors is what I like to call them, especially at home where they got the entire country behind them. Give me Toronto plus the points in this one. I'm just not rocking with them with Golden State right now. I don't like the brand of basketball that they're playing. We'll see if they blow out the Raptors, but I doubt it. We'll keep it rolling. We head over to the biggest game of the night, man. It's a big one, man. It's a good one. I'm ready to see this one. These two teams played the other day. Now it's the quick revenge spot. We're in Houston, where the Houston Rockets are laying 2.5 on the Memphis Grizzlies. This line has kind of gone up, like right after I did the graphic, for good reason. I'm on the Rockets, man. I'm laying it. Rockets have won both meetings this season. I think they win a third. I trust Houston in Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Rockets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home, at the crib. Memphis, I trust Memphis in Memphis, but we just saw Houston go in there and beat them. It is a quick revenge spot for Houston, but I like quick revenge spots at home more than I like quick revenge spots on the road. The Rockets, man, they're playing a really good brand of basketball. They've won 4 of their last 5. Their only loss came at home to Boston. Since after that, they beat the Lakers, beat up on Washington on the road, beat up on Memphis on the road. And I think they beat up on Memphis again in this spot. I'm just not overcomplicating it. Y'all know the numbers. I've rattled them off to y'all millions of times about the Rockets at home over the last 2 seasons. I trust them from an ATS standpoint. I have no reason to fade them. Give me the Rockets. I'm going to lay it here in this one. We keep it rolling. We head over to L.A., where the Los Angeles Lakers are laying 3.5 points on the San Antonio Spurs. Remember, the Lakers the last game got postponed. I'm not sure if this game will get postponed or not. This one and the next one. The Lakers and the Clippers both play in LA tonight. But remember, they moved the football game out of LA that was supposed to be there tonight, the Rams and the Vikings. So there's a small chance these may not get played. So just letting y'all know. But they may get played. I'm going to break them down like they are. I'm on the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it's going to be a huge emotional night for the Lakers. It just feels to me like this is going to be a LeBron-style night. So I'm on the Lakers, man. We've already seen them beat up on the Spurs twice this season. 120-115, 119-101. Both of those games were in San Antonio. Now coming back home, I think the Lakers do it to them again. I usually hate laying points with the Lakers, but I told y'all, short numbers with the Lakers, I can lean in that direction. Huge numbers with the Lakers, nah, I'm not interested in doing that. But small numbers like this, yeah, I wish it was under a bucket. But at 3.5, I do lean towards the Lakers. San Antonio's lost 3 straight. Denver, Chicago, Milwaukee. I think they make it 4. Lakers, I think this is a solid bounce back spot for them after losing back-to-back games. Give me the Los Angeles Lakers here in this one. Off the rest from having their last 2 games postponed. So wouldn't be shocked if this one got postponed, but if they play it, I think it's going to be like a big thing for LA in LA tonight. And I think LeBron probably has a huge game. So fading the Wimbies tonight. We keep it rolling. We head over to the last and final game of the night, where we got the Los Angeles Clippers at home at the crib with the Miami Heat rolling in. Heat, they've won 3 straight. They beat the Warriors, the Jazz, and Portland. Can they make it 4? I think the Clippers win the game. I think Miami covers. I know everybody kind of wants to fade Miami with the Jimmy Butler drama going on, but they playing well despite it. And I think they kind of continue to play well. The Clippers are not playing well. This team has lost, 4 of its last 5 games. They do come in here with the rest advantage. I do think they win. Kawhi Leonard, I think, is slated to play in this one. Just keep an eye on this game when the Lakers and the Clippers. Keep an eye out for some news. If anything happens, I'm gonna try to tweet it out. But make sure you follow me on Twitter. I don't necessarily love the spot for the Clippers. And they're not playing well to justify laying 6.5. When Kawhi's on the floor, they're back to being overrated and overvalued, in my opinion. So I wouldn't be shocked if they beat up on the Heat. But the Heat are playing well, and you're going to give me 6.5 with them. I'm going to grab the 6.5. So that's what I like tonight in the NBA. Now, let's talk some props. First one up, Donte DiVincenzo, over 14.5 points. I went back and looked at his game logs. Dante's somebody who scores high-scoring games in bunches. He's an inconsistent scorer. There's some games he'll go cold and score single digits, and then he'll break out like he did the other night. Went back through, and it's usually back-to-back games he has solid games. So I wouldn't be shocked if he came out and had another 20 ball or something like that tonight, especially when I kind of look at the game from the next level. Minnesota should air out Washington. So I wouldn't be surprised if late game, Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, those guys were on the bench, and Dante's the one out there taking the shots, getting the points, scoring the basket. So give me Donte DiVincenzo over 14.5 points. Give me Mikal Bridges over 16.5 points. I know he's been terrible in his last 2 games. He's been absolute garbage. That's why I like him tonight. Bounce back night for him. I think he comes in there and has a really good game. I think he has a solid matchup depending on who's going to be guarding him. Maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to be on him or something like that. You know what I mean? Just trying to play the matchup game, playing the bounce back spot for Mikal Bridges is all I'm doing in this spot, in this situation. I know he's been terrible, but betting on guys who've been terrible, especially guys making his style money, is something I like to do. Give me Mikal Bridges over 16.5 points. This one's kind of crazy. Draymond Green over 1.5 made threes, and I know he's listed as questionable game time decision for the game. But the way the Raptors are going to be playing this game, Draymond's probably going to be playing a little bit of the 5. I think he's going to shoot 3 or 4 of them. Raptors and Poto, they like to play that kind of drop coverage. They're going to be trying to dare Draymond to shoot. Draymond can shoot. If you know, you know. Draymond can shoot. So I think he's going to have the attempts to get him up. And y'all know me, when I bet threes, it's just about if they're getting the attempts up to make them. Give me Draymond over 1.5 made threes. Kind of crazy, but just follow the script. We'll see. Jakob Poeltl, will give him over a double-double. I think he has a double-double tonight. 10 points, 10 boards. Fair enough. You know what I mean? He's bigger. The Warriors play small ball. So I think, he's going to kind of control the lane, board, and then on the other end, couple points, couple free throws, 10 points. Feel me? Double-double for Jakob Poeltl tonight. Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 made threes. Tim Hardaway Jr. was tripping last game. Tim Hardaway Jr. been playing well right now alongside Cade Cunningham and company. I think that continues. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s really only role on the floor is to shoot threes. I told y'all, even when he was on my Mavs, Tim Hardaway Jr., man, when he's on, he's one of the best players on the floor. When he's off, he's the worst player on the floor. And there's really no in between. That's what's crazy about Tim Hardaway Jr. But he's playing well right now. And in the Garden, he used to play in Madison Square Garden. Used to be on the Knicks. Wouldn't be surprised, man, if he had a solid night. So give me Tim Hardaway Jr. He's definitely going to shoot the threes tonight. He's going to shoot them. I think he makes them. Give me Tim Hardaway Jr. over 2.5 made threes. Last and not least, LeBron over 23.5 points. We talked about it when we talked about the Lakers and the Spurs. I just think LeBron comes out tonight, especially in LA. In LA with everything that's going on, and has a huge night. That's kind of just my thought process. So I know he hasn't gone off against the Spurs in the first 2. I think it was 15 and 16 points. Anthony Davis had 40 in the last one. But tonight, LeBron night. You know what I mean? I just see it happening. Give me the Lakers. Give me LeBron over 23.5. Huge game for him in this one. But finally, I brought some props back for y'all. I'm going to try to do it consistently moving forward. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Money Making Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do what we do, which is kick the crap out of the books betting hoops. Smash that like button for me, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know who you like down in the comments, man. Let me know who you like tonight. You can scoop on my NBA Player of the Day. We did drop it yesterday with the Celtics. Looking to bounce back on it today. You can hop on something long term. Check out everybody else at Pickdawgz Premium, man. Check out the team. Check out the guys. Check out the morning show. Plenty of things here at Pickdawgz, man. We got it all for you, man. Check it all out, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.